Hi everyone, we're sitting here with Monroe Anderson. You might have met him a couple of days ago. He's been here in the Philippines from Houston, Texas. He's been here a month, even though he's a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't know how that happened. So how have you enjoyed yourself so far here?
I'd say I've had a pretty good vacation. It's been 3 years in the making, and been looking forward to come back to the Philippines, and it's been nice. For the most part, we've had good weather.
Till tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Typhoon is supposed to be hitting here tomorrow.
So we're a little worried about that.
I'm worried about my roof, that's all.
So it's been an experience. This is my third trip here, but it's the first time that I actually traveled alone and kind of bounced around the country on my own and found my own transportation and ways of getting around. And it's been an experience, staying at different resorts and hotels.
And how have you been treated?
Some places like a rock star, and other places, just you get a lot of stares and very little service.
All right, well now you got Utah. Say hi, come here.
Hello, I need a haircut.
Me too.
But the service here is great.
Service has been real good here.
He hasn't had a chance to eat here yet, and then we'd also like to thank him for our hats and our Camel Channel shirt.
Thank you so much.
And he brought some Impador, so we've had a couple of drinks.
So
And
kind
more
of
shirts for David.
meddled everybody out.
And some shirts that fit.
Yeah.
Even this one is big, but it's still a little tight around the fat stomach. And he'll tell you that I am crippled, that I'm not faking it.
Yeah, guys, for y'all that believe that because of the camera angles, you might see the bad hand on the right, might see the bad on the left. Trust me, it's the same hand. It all depends on how the camera is set up for that day. Because one day, the wording on my shirt might be normal to you guys, and the other day it might be reversed. But
Is it normal today?
he has the
Shirt or
same
no?
disability.
You say that Dallas on there?
Yeah.
Okay. What else are we talking about? Sorry, these things are not as easy to do as you think they are.
Yeah,
But
no,
we've
it's,
enjoyed meeting him. We've been talking for a long time online and through the channel. We're not going to talk about what was talked about last time, because that can happen to anybody, especially here in the Philippines. But the one thing that I can say is he said something in his last blog that is completely true, which a lot of people, including me, can't do. Just because of one bad apple does not spoil the whole bunch. Like he said, you take the bad apple, throw it out. You don't throw out you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater.
That's right. You've got to roll the dice, and
Sometimes you get crap, sometimes you get snake eyes or whatever.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't ever win if you play craps. It means you lose and win sometimes.
That's right. If you crawl up in a corner, you'll never get anywhere and never get anything accomplished. So just got to be more cautious, learn from your mistakes, and
don't let them change you.
yeah.
Let them educate you, not change you. But it's enjoyable. This is the second person that's come to visit us that's a subscriber. We had, yesterday, we had Grace come by.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Jerry Carrington.
And Jerry Carrington, thank you very much. The baby appreciates it, and so does Jovi, and so does Erica. Thank you very much for all the help. So, probably going to stay at our house tonight so he can watch the Cowboys.
Yeah. Go Cowboys. Win, lose, or draw, we're diehard Cowboy fans.
Me, win. I'm a Bronco fan. I'm a Bronco fan and a Raiders fan now because they're both my hometowns. And I liked Dallas Cowboys for a while, but not that crazy about them anymore. When I was young, I hated them because of Roger Staubach.
Mm.
Because the year that we played them in Super Bowl, they kicked our butt. and they beat us the last game of the season too. So we lost to Dallas like twice in a month.
It's an easy pill to swallow, you know. If you lose to the Cowboys, and,
It used to
you
be a
lost to good
normal
team.
thing, not anymore.
Yeah, we've been struggling for a few
about-
decades.
Yeah, for about 20 years now. When's the last time Dallas was in the Super Bowl?
What was that? 97, I think.
No, because the Broncos won in '98 and '99, I think. I think it's more. I
I
think
think the
back-
'96 year when they played it in '97 was the last time.
Last
Or
they,
it could have
Troy
been 95
Aikman
and
was
96.
the
Yeah.
So that's
We
how
had
long
the-
Troy
we had-
Aikman and Emmitt Smith.
We had the triplets, and you know, we had that bruising front line a while ago. But you know, true Cowboy fans, we are hopeful every season, and you know, Jerry Jones tests our patience day in,
and
day
Dak
out.
gets
but,
hurt every year. It seems like.
Yeah, poor Dak. See, that all comes from them not going after a strong young line. And Jimmy Johnson gave you the blueprint. You can't do a thing without that front line. And you know, you get rid of some of your good receivers. You have a mediocre line. Quarterback gets hurt. Those are the breaks.
Oh well.
You need sugar?
I just want to show you that Monroe is here and he's having a good time, and he.
Sugar,
You want
white,
the white or the brown?
white. We're having evening coffee.
It's actually afternoon.
Early
coffee.
afternoon coffee. It's probably nighttime back home.
Back home, yeah, but this isn't live. This is just
Yeah,
a walk.
it's what, 11, about 11:40 back home if it was live.
So what time is it now here? 1:40?
I don't know.
Because Dallas is what, Central Time or Mountain Time?
12:37, and Dallas is Central,
Okay.
so all of Texas is Central, a majority of it.
And so do you prefer the province more than the city or no?
I'd say it's kind of tough because, like in Texas, I'm not a fan of the big cities, but I don't like country or province. So I'd say kind of right in the middle.
So I guess he
it's more
doesn't
my
like it
speed.
here.
So-
Because everybody was putting up their magic hand. He actually drove because my eyesight's not so good. So he drove from my house to here. And he
Yeah.
was a little shocked at how the people act.
It's always an experience driving in the Philippines. I've done it before when I came in 2019 around Angeles City, and let me tell you, that was shocking because to see all the traffic, you know, everybody jockeying for positions. You got scooters left, scooters right. You got open intersections where folks just pulling out in front of you, no matter how fast you're going.
And what about them parking right in the middle of the street?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't know if you're in a moving lane of traffic on the right or if that's a shoulder to park on. So what he said, it's a little bit of both,
You know,
and
so,
it shouldn't be.
and how about the hotel you're staying at? Was that nice? Even though it's not here. I talked to him last night and he was telling me about he was killing critters in the bed.
Yeah, this place is a little bit different. You know, there was some kind of bugs in the bed. There's some mildew in the bathroom on the ceiling.
Then he didn't get to sleep much because there was.
Yeah, very loud. You know, I'm right there by the stairs, so everybody's tromping in at 2 a.m, making all sorts of noise. And when I booked the room, it said, you know, room with breakfast. The breakfast was a cup of coffee and some cold biscuits with butter.
But the butter wasn't in the same plate, so I had to wait for the biscuit. That's why wait for the butter.
We had to wait on the knife to come for the bread and butter. So she had to go back across the street the way it's set up and bring a knife. And then she brought the coffee and then asked me if I wanted any cream and sugar. And then she had to go back across the street and came back with one item and like, oh, I forgot. And I had to go back and get the other one. So it was a lot
Well,
of
I
waiting.
brought him here so he could see where he should have stayed.
It's a learning process. Definitely.
That was the French vanilla creamer right here.
All right.
You want to
Thank you. I sure will.
There. This place even acts liquid creamer, so you don't have to use the powder.
Yeah, that's hard to find too. Most places only have the old
Cream
school,
oil.
you know, the
You have
coffee
any
made
place?
as we have it back in the day. You know, I haven't used that stuff since the '90s, as far as the powder creamer. But here, that's every day. So you just get used to it. You know, you try to put the westernness in your back pocket because it ain't gonna fly over here. You know, it's not a bad place, but it's just different in a lot of ways that we're used to.
And I'll tell you another thing that's funny. Here, I'm considered very big, but now, Monroe sitting here, my wife said I'm skinny.
And in Texas, I guess middle of the road. I'm not big guy, just
Because he's
standard.
only 6'1", same as me.
About
Now when I
about
tell,
280.
tell Rose that I'm not big in America, she believes me.
I know we're like giants over here. We're just kind of dwarf over everybody.
And people are getting in accidents looking in the car and seeing two black guys, giant black guys sitting in the front seat of the car.
Yeah, that doesn't happen too often.
No, probably never happens.
Probably thinking there's a couple of retired NFL players riding around together.
Yeah. But, you know, it's funny, like my cousin, I can remember one time I went to Pittsburgh with my ex-wife, and she saw my cousin, and my cousin's like 6'8", 400 pounds.
Wow.
Then she knew what big was.
Yeah.
And in Texas, I'm thinking 6'8", 400 pounds is just a regular old boy.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
regular
just what
good
they
old
call
boy.
a big old boy. You know. So being 6 foot in Texas, you just kind of run in the middle.
You're just nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And before I had my stroke, that was my size. About 280. Which I never thought of myself as huge at 280 in
Right.
America.
Kind of run in the middle. Clothes are easy to find. Over here,
Here,
trying to
impossible.
find American sizes. Nah. Won't
If
happen.
you do buy extra large here, you'll wind up giving them away. Like he said last time he was here, he had to give away all the clothes he bought to his cousins, his girl cousins, because they don't fit.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, Rose?
Yeah, when I bought those shirts, I was at a SM Mall or something like that, major mall here, and it said 2 or 3X. It was some nice jeepney and a Manila shirt. And when I got back to the hotel and tried it on,
They couldn't even get him over the head.
I could barely get into it and had to get help getting out of it. So I wound up giving it to my aunt and uncle back in Kerrville, Texas. Hello to the Wilsons back in Kerrville. Shout out
Wilson's
there.
back in Kerrville.
And my daughter back in Houston. Hi, Peyton.
Hi, Peyton, Manning.
Yeah, and she's a golfer, so I nicknamed her Cub since I play golf. I'm the big cat, and we got Tiger, of course. So she's smaller, so she's a Cub, but she can beat the pants off most guys. So I will say that.
Sophie,
And now,
say hi to everyone.
And we can't forget Peyton's mom. Hi, Felicita, and my sister Karen. Hello. We got a shout out in Beaumont, Texas.
He's not getting married to anyone here, so you don't have to worry about him. He's having just a good time.
They're taking good care of me. At least before the typhoon hits.
Yeah.
We'll see how we make out with that.
No, we didn't have any bread, so we couldn't make the breakfast today. Sorry. But tomorrow is Monday. Everything will be open if the typhoon hasn't blown it away.
Right.
So what's the name of the typhoon?
I don't.
Typhoon, I don't know.
I don't know what's the name.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So then, thank you, Monroe. We appreciate all the gifts, and we appreciate you coming to see us.
Thank you.
So when y'all see David in new gear, you know it
It's
came
from in.
It was imported all the way
From Texas.
From Texas, with love, passed on.
Doris, come say hi.
And you even notice David has on a Houston Astros hat. Go Stros!
Hi.
It's the famous Doris back here and her daughter Sophie.
Ay, kapit ano? Sa camera.
So he's the first one that's met one of Rose's sisters. And everybody already knows Sophie the monster. And what about Chi-Chi, the 40-year-old twin?
You come over?
Say hi.
Hi.
Tell them, thank you for my Jollibee. Somebody sent you money for Jollibee.
They don't want to talk.
Look at Chichi. I mean,
Hindi ka binayagin dito yung bangon niya.
you finally get to see Sophie with her mom. Who is that? That's mommy, right?
That's Mama.
Mama, and that's mommy.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's uncle? And who else is uncle? Okay, good. See?
All right. Say bye bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Alrighty. Thank you. And remember, Campbell Channel, like and
Don't
subscribe.
forget.
And share.
And share, yeah.
Tell all your friends about these guys. Doing big things over in the Philippines.
Trying to. Bye-bye. Bye, Sophie.
Okay.
Yeah. And the 40-year-old says bye. Okay, turn it off, Chichi, please.
Done.
Did it stop?